So I'd like to talk a little bit about young people and their role in all of this. I know how important they are in business, but it's not for the reason that you would think. Once I got past the age of about 40 and working with a sales manager role and a lot of young people with high ambitions and lots of energy, I realised how important it is that you get a lot of young people carefully selected and trained because they don't know it's impossible yet. And if you keep that in mind when you work hard, you don't take advantage of that, but they certainly will take you places that you would never go on your own because you've been there and it didn't work for you. So that's an important edge to keep in any business, and I dare say the mixture of age and experience in our parliamentary ranks will benefit from that as well. For 17 years I've been involved with a youth foundation called Beacon. And Beacon's simple message is about replicating the natural networks that functional families have for their kids to get them established as they take the step from school years onto their work lives, replicating those things that we all take for granted, but doing that for kids from dysfunctional families. And I can tell you around the high schools of Australia, dysfunctional families now are usually half the school. And in most cases you're talking about high schools of 1,000 or in some cases even 2,000 kids, which means leavers years of 120 or 150 or 200 young people. And back in the days when Beacon was formed, back in 89, 90, 91, you know, collecting the dole was part of the curriculum. We used to teach them how to do it in year 10 in our high schools. What a shameful reflection on our society, that we had come to the point where we regarded the third option, other than a further education plan or a job. The third option was the dole. And for some odd reason we thought that was okay, as the kids wandered out to the hopelessness and the loss of self-esteem and the massive downside of those young early years of their lives having to find their way in a country where all of us had the opportunity to choose almost the career we wanted. And I just didn't think that that was the kind of nation I wanted to hand on to my kids and to their friends, and nor did I think that we finished our job as adults in our country towns or our cities or wherever we live until the kids of our region are safely launched and on their way. That's what Beacon does. That's why I'm very strong on pathway planners, because, you know, in the first instance it's not about the kids, it's about the careers advisors. Because if they left school and went to uni and went back to school again, what do they know about business? What do they know about careers and life? So if you wheel in the door 30 or 40 or 60 or 70 business people with caring in their hearts and a willingness to engage, that's how you get the marriage between the education sector with all of their knowledge and training and business people and their knowledge of what the market actually wants. And that's the magic in the Beacon organisation. Beacon costs $2 million a year to run now. We've got 19 coordinators working in every state and territory of Australia. And I'm proud to tell you that through the global financial crisis, we did not lose 1 cent of sponsorship when many other worthy organisations have been very severely affected. And I take that as a mark of respect at the value of the work, 11,000 young people in the program last year, and the difference we're making to young lives that don't have to know the downside and do get on their way with new ideas that they may never have had just through their own family networks.